Good afternoon, everybody. I am joined by Erin Horak. Erin is the VP of Finance of VRC Investigations. Erin, welcome.
Hi, how are you?
I'm okay. How are you doing?
I'm hanging in there.
Good. And you are calling from Dallas, Texas, yes?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and you're one of the few. Most of the people I've spoken to have actually been doing it from their house. So unless you have the best Zoom background ever, that looks like you're in an office.
No, I am actually here in our office a little bit north of the Dallas area.
Cool. Good for you. So cool. Well, anyway, I suspect not a lot of folks are familiar with VRC. So maybe you can tell us a little about your business model and, how things have changed a little bit in 2020 for your company.
Sure. So we investigate insurance fraud all across the nation. And so we are deemed an essential business in most areas. So even though over the last year things have gotten, or I guess the past 6 to 8 months, right, things have gotten kind of interesting. Most of the time we have been able to continue doing our work as usual. We have had a dip, but overall we've been able to continue.
Interesting. So that's good. So not that anyone wished this upon you, but it doesn't seem like it's had a negative impact on your business then.
No, I mean, it has had a slightly negative impact, and we've had to get creative about how we do things, moving to more virtual platforms versus as much in person as we used to do. But other than that, we've been able to continue doing our work, just not at the level we were able to before.
Yeah, we're all kind of getting used to that. So cool. I'm curious now, you're the VP of Finance. I wonder if there are any challenges that you faced in that role in guiding the company.
Yes, so before, I'm relatively new to VRC. I've been here a couple of years now, and finance a lot of times is a very paper-based, very, just kind of not huge on the technology side. Thankfully, we had gone through a process about 1.5 years ago of moving towards paperless. So while it took us some adjusting to all be working virtually and in making sure that we're all communicating at a high level, we were able to switch over pretty quickly and be able to continue our level of service for all of our employees and customers.
Okay, that's fantastic. And yeah, so most of your coworkers in the Dallas area, or are you spread out across the country?
We're spread out across the country. So our home office is here in the Dallas area, our headquarters, so to speak. We also have an office in on the West Coast, and then a lot of remote workforce throughout the country.
Okay, so pretty diverse. So cool, interesting. So next week you're speaking at the CFO Master Class, and you're on the business operator panel. And it sounds like you've been doing a whole lot of that the past year. So you think you can give folks just a sneak peek of what you and your fellow panelists are going to be talking about next week?
Yeah, so we're talking about the changing role of a finance executive, not just being crunching the numbers or providing reports, but really being a key factor in making business decisions, not only with being at the table to make those decisions, but also having the information readily available so that everyone can make the decision based off of accurate information.
Yeah, that's so important. I mean, I've been a CFO for quite a while, but I wouldn't have been prepared for the crisis. Just I had more of a classical CFO role, if you will. I wasn't a business operator at all, and that was just typical of how things were back then. So the roles evolved, and thank God it has, because folks like you can be on the front line solving problems rather than reporting problems.
Right, or fixing them when they get to you.
Yeah. So always a thrill, fixing someone else's mistakes, right? So
exactly.
Cool. Well, Erin, thanks so much for joining us today. We're looking forward to seeing you at the masterclass next week.
Likewise.